Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the Trillion Dollar Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. This is the pre-market briefing, so you know what that means. We'll be giving out levels. We'll be giving out what's going on in the pre-market. So let's get into it. It is Friday, April 24th, 2026. And guess what company is going crazy, y'all, in the pre-market? It is Intel. Intel is up 28% in the pre-market. Can you believe this? They smashed on earnings incredibly, and they're getting all these price target upgrades. Yes, it's going crazy. We did hit all-time highs on SPX and the NAS100 at 4:30 a.m., which was less than an hour ago. So yes, we hit all-time highs today in the pre-market. We do got revised UoM Consumer Sentiment data dropping at 7 a.m. All right, let's get into the mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I am the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable, I am skilled, I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law for today. Avoid the false alliance. Quote, daily law. Cultivate real allies. Find those with mutual self-interests and make an alliance. Here's their breakdown. Allies are essential, but you must distinguish between the real and the fake. A false alliance is built on emotional dependency, forcing you to surrender your autonomy to a group's needs. True alliances are built on mutual self-interest, where each side provides what the others cannot achieve alone without sacrificing individual identity. The latter preserves your freedom, while the former eventually compromises your ability to make your own decisions. In long-term investing, in your portfolio, a false alliance is a stock you held solely because of an emotional attachment or the sunk cost of a long-term position that no longer serves your goals. True investing allies are assets that provide a genuine value to your wealth building architecture, aligning with your objectives without demanding your blind loyalty. If an investment no longer offers mutual benefit, sever the alliance immediately to preserve your capital autonomy. When it comes to day trading, a false alliance in day trading occurs when you over-rely on a single indicator or a specific guru instead of your own analysis and discipline levels. Real trading success comes from an alliance with a high probability price action where your discipline meets institutional momentum. If your trading strategy requires you to abandon your own rules to follow someone else's hot tip, it's a false alliance that will ultimately lead to disaster. Stay patient, stay disciplined, execution over emotion, process over prediction. Now let's get into these charts, y'all. All right. We had one earnings yesterday after the market closed, and it is the hottest stock of the. It was the hottest stock of the afternoon, and now it's the hottest stock of the morning. Because look at these earnings, y'all. Just incredible. They beat on earnings by 1,400%, y'all. And they beat on revenue by 9.3%. Let's get the latest update. Up 26% from yesterday's close. At the high, it was up 30.5%. Y'all, that's Intel. Got a bunch of price target upgrades. In the pre-market, we got Procter & Gamble. They beat on earnings by 2%, beat on revenue by 3%. And let's see how much they're up from yesterday's close. They're up over 2.5% from yesterday's close. All right, let's get into SPY next. As you can see, we broke all-time highs in the pre-market. SPY in the pre-market right now is at 711.88 to the downside. Support, we got 711.45, 710.33, 709, 708.15, and the pre-market low is 708.12. To the upside resistance, we got the all-time high, we got the pre-market high, and then we got 714.87. QQQ also broke all-time highs in the pre-market here. And remember this level that I gave y'all yesterday? That was in price discovery land. Well, we just hit it in the pre-market. And that was $661.66. Okay, so in the pre-market, QQQ is currently at 660.70 to the downside support. We got a previous all-time high, 656.92. Wow, this thing is running. We got the pre-market low, 655.04. We got 654.05 and 650. To the upside resistance, we got this 661.66, followed by the pre-market high at 662.20. And then it's just price discovery land. Let's see how high we are from yesterday's close. From yesterday's close, we up almost 1.5% on the Qs. Let me check on the SPY right quick, y'all. Excuse me. We did run up almost 0.75%. We're currently up 0.5% on the SPY. All right, VIX. The VIX is in the gap, y'all, to the downside. You know what that means. The market can't run. If we end up closing this gap to the downside, yes. Next, NVDA. Currently in the pre-market at $200.75 to the downside support. We got $200.40, $199.50, and then the pre-market low, $199. To the upside resistance, we got 201.70. We got the pre-market high, 201.79, 202.50, and 203.20. Next, we got Tesla currently in the pre-market at 376.27. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 374.51, followed by 369.90, 367.60. To the upside resistance, we got 377. We got the pre-market high, 378.01. We got 381 and 385. Next, we got Apple currently in the pre-market at 272.67. To the downside support, we got 272.30, 272.05, 271.65, and the pre-market low at 271.50. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 273.46, followed by 273.65, 274.20. Next, we got Google currently in the pre-market at 341.21. Their downside support, we got 340.20, 339.30, and the pre-market low at 338.51. To the upside resistance, we got pre-market high at 341.43, followed by 341.95, 342.30, and 343.70. Next, we got Microsoft currently in the pre-market at 420.16. To the downside support, we got 418.60. We got the pre-market low of 418.30. We got 416.10, 413.60. To the upside resistance, we got 421.05. We got the pre-market high, 422.25. We got 422.80, 424.60. Next, we got Amazon. Amazon hit all-time highs in the pre-market, y'all. Currently in the pre-market, we got a 259.70 for Amazon to the downside support. We got yesterday's all-time high, which was 258.79, followed by 257, 256.20, and the pre-market low of 254.63. To the upside resistance, we got 261.11, which is the pre-market high. Let's see if we can find a level here above the pre-market high. Oh, that's way too high. Nah, 264, y'all. If it just go crazy. If the whole market go crazy, there we are. That's when I do it in price discovery line. Let me put another one on QQQ. Okay, spot is good. Alright, where was we at? It was on Amazon. Next, we got TSM. TSM in all-time high in the pre-market, y'all. TSM at an all-time high in the pre-market. Okay, so TSM is currently at 397.52. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low of 390.64. Followed by the all-time high yesterday, 390.21, 388.75, 387.70. Okay, we got to do that for TSM as well. Check out the algo, see if we can get some price targets up here. There it is, 404. There we go. Okay, so we got a price target to the upside. All we got is 404.21. We got nothing else. Next, we got AVGO. AVGO very close to the all-time high here in the pre-market. That is currently at 427.23. To the downside support, we got 423.20, 420, the pre-market low, and then 417.80. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high, 428.92, 429.31, and let me get you a level here. We don't have one. See if we got one from the weekly. There it is. 432. All right. Next, we got Meta. Currently in the pre-market at 662.60. To the downside support, we got 660.60, followed by the pre-market low of 656.34. To the upside resistance, we got 663.40. We got the pre-market high of 664. We got 667.30. 667.70. Next, we got Walmart currently in the pre-market at 130.139. To the downside support, we got 131.20. We got the pre-market low of 130.86, and then 130.75, 129.75. Oh, actually, we need another level right here. It's a little day. 130.47 before you get to that. 130, 129.75. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high, 131.71, followed by 132.45. And BRK.B, currently in the pre-market, 469.01. The downside support, we got the pre-market low, 468.50, 468.05. To the upside resistance, we got 470.10, and the pre-market high of 470.70. All right, that's it, y'all. We'll be back at the market open. Thank y'all for tuning in. Set those alerts. And let's make some money today, y'all. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.